Right guys, you've seen the title. I feel like I can finally talk about it. It seems to be coming to a close now, all the absolute heartache that it's been. And yeah. Sorry, this is really hard to make. Right, let's get stuck into this video. Right guys, welcome back to the channel, and a video I honestly I never want to have to make a video like this ever again in my life. That's Vera, my 940 turbo Volvo, and we had a bit of a problem last week, as you can probably see. Yeah. Sorry, this is really difficult to make. I'm still a little bit shaken from it, and I'm so stressed out with how it's been handled, and I've literally lost my pride and joy. As you probably all know, this is one of my favourite cars. It's probably up there with the best car I've ever owned, and it just shows that things can be taken from you just like that. So before I get into this video, and I'm not asking for any sympathy or anything like that, at the end of the day, I'm alive and I'm safe. I'm well. I've still got some burns from the airbag and stuff healing up, bruises across my chest and stuff like that. My legs for some reason got bruised, my wrists got bruised, which is why I went a bit quiet, and it explains why I worked on the 89 so much. I just didn't want to see anyone from the world. A little bit of a backstory of what's been going on. So I've had to fight my insurance company so much over this. I won't go naming names of the company. If you've had the similar experience, you might be with the same company, but long story short, I've been with them 11 years. I've had all my cars insured with them. They're absolutely awesome, but it just shows that they don't care at all about you. They just want your money. It's been aggro. They still don't know where this car is, apparently. They lost my car in a week. Obviously, I now have it back, but they still can't find my car, even though I've done all this legwork to track the car down again. So it got recovered off the motorway, and then it was meant to be assessed. Took so long. They still haven't got a category for it, but it's not looking good, let's be fair. But yeah, let's get into it, and let's have a little bit of a look around. So basically what happens, trundling down the motorway, same route I do all the time, to and from the workshop, and from what the highway agencies have said and what the cameras have all said and what the witnesses have all said, I'm potentially a victim of a crash for cash. I think that's the way you put it. It happens all over the world. It's basically when someone causes an accident to get a financial gain. Now, I don't have any proof of that. It's all gone down as an absolute shambles, even though there's nothing's been listened to. I don't want to get into that side of things, because at the end of the day, it's apparently been dealt with, and it's been dealt with poorly. But it's life, and at the end of the day, I'm here, I'm fine. You know, it's a car, it's metal at the end of the day, but it's just something you really, really love, and you put so much time and energy into it. Don't forget that I saved this car from being broken for spares and scrapped, and the ironic part about it is now, that's what's happening to it, but I've had 3 years, bar 4 months where James owned it, I loved it that much I bought it back, I think I've done well over, getting on for 30,000 I think in it now. So I've done some serious mileage in it, we've had some real good adventures, and it's really kick-started the channel with the towing and stuff like that. Let's just get into it, let's have a look at the damage and why this Volvo saved my life at the speed that I was involved in a collision with. So looking at the front of the car, we aren't looking great, are we? That headlight is kind of where it should be, and you can see just how far back everything is. You can see the very famous Volvo crumple zones that they have. The car still drives. You saw me pull it onto my drive. It's mind-blowing to know that it still drives, albeit I really don't understand how, when you can kind of see, yeah, the engine's here-ish and everything's crushed into it. I think the engine's pushed back, I'm not entirely sure. I'll try and get a torch and show you all guys properly in a bit. I don't know how I'm meant to get the bonnet open. It's completely crushed. Obviously that headlight's gone, that light's gone. You can see the chassis there, and this is like, it's almost like a suspension strut that they design. That one, I genuinely don't know why. That was not like that when I dropped the car off, because the bumper, if you've seen in the photograph, I put it in the corner, if not, the bumper was still on the car, but they've just thrown that in the back, and it's probably ruined my back seat as well. It's yeah, this side seems to be okay, nothing seems to be pushed back this side. The scuttle's come dislodged. I don't know how the windscreen's not smashed. I generally don't understand how that happened, but everything from here back is ruined. It's all gone. On the inside, the door doesn't quite open properly. It gets to there, and that's it. So I have to kind of, yep, force that. Obviously my airbag went off. Seatbelt's ruined. There's my indicator, and there's the bumper. So you can see the bumper here. It's actually, yeah, the crash beam is snapped in half, and the bumper's obviously completely toast anyway. But yeah, it's absolutely heartbreaking, really. It really is. I don't know how to even put this video out to you guys, but you've experienced me in the last few weeks, obviously not putting many videos out. That's due to just me getting my head down. I've got some deadlines to sort, but yeah, this happened not this week, not the week just gone, the week before, and yeah, it damn near broke me, to be honest. I've got a lot of stuff going on in my life, and I didn't need this. I really didn't need this. But would I have been in any other car and come off as well? So if I was in that Volkswagen, I probably wouldn't be standing here talking to you now at the impact I got hit. Yeah, I wouldn't have any legs, let's put it that way. It would have just crushed that at the front. For the speed that the impact was so graceful. How it happened was, it was all obviously so fast. Anyone who's been in a major accident would understand that. You're probably all looking at it going, it's not a major accident, but this is the worst accident I've ever been in. I've been in a few now, unfortunately, and this is by far knocked me for six a little bit. And I think it's more that, yes, I know I'm okay, but it's this car. Do you know what I mean? It's this car. It's the car that I've kind of wanted one of these since growing up in the 90s, and then this has happened, and it's just, yeah, it's just hard. Yeah, hard. Obviously my airbag went off. Oh, I was going to say that survived. No, that's got a chip on it. Probably where they threw it back in the car, to be honest. Like I say, everything that's happened, it's been handled so appallingly. And I'm just so disheartened with the motoring world right now, to be honest. I know it's insurance companies, they're only there to protect you and make everything a bit easier, but they don't care. Let's not get into that. What are we going to do with Vera, my somewhat very deceased Volvo 940? I'm still waiting on what it I will know more a little bit next week with what the category is going to be. It's going to be high, obviously. The steering is absolutely ruined. That chassis leg is slightly bent. Yes, it can be repaired, probably, but it's the legalities, it's probably not going to get repaired. I think they're going to put it as quite a high category, to the point it's unrepairable. It'll be absolutely worthless if I did fix it. Not to mention completely outweigh the value of this vehicle. So I have to, with the point I'm in my life right now, just starting a new job. I've got projects coming out of my ears, projects for me and projects for other people. I've got a lot going on in my personal life, trying to buy a home and stuff like this, and this has happened, like I said, at a really bad time. So I will just say it now, I won't be putting the car back on the road. I'd love to do a resurrection series or something, but I personally, emotionally can't do this, and financially cannot do this. I know the car community are very good, they get together and stuff like that, but I do feel that this car, it should just help some more on the road. That being said, if there's anything you need off this car, I will be breaking it for spares next week, and then obviously getting rid of what I can't get rid of, the big shell at the end of the day. The engine, gearbox and wiring, I think, is spoken for. That is going to be going into a very interesting project. So on a plus note, I will try and introduce that to the channel very soon. You already know the guy, and you have already seen the car if you've watched the Rosberg. That's what I'll leave you with that. But oh, there's glass in here. I don't know where all that's come from. That's interesting. So yeah, the engine, gearbox, everything like that's going to go into a very cool resto mod. So we all know, if you've watched this channel and you all know me, this car does serious mileage. I have every faith that I could just drive to the other end of the earth with the car. I love it for that. Turnkey, drive it, boost sounds, it's awesome. But yeah, the engine, that's going to go to there. The wheels are going to come off and get sold, the Hydras. They're not perfect, and obviously got a few marks now where people have lashed huge straps around them and stuff. But there's a set of 5 of them with obviously good tyres, but you probably want to replace the tyres potentially now. Albeit I can't see any major damage to any of them or anything like that, but I would obviously suggest them. There's no buckling, they didn't hit the wheels or anything like that. They all seem fine to me. The spare in the back still painted, never ever been used, all genuine caps, so that stuff like that will get sold. And if there's anything you need from the interior of the car, just start DMing me. If you're local to me, I can sort it out with you. But I just need to get through this nightmare, I think is the best thing to say. I am only just sleeping a bit more now. Every time I close my eyes, the bang was so loud. It was, yeah, right, I'm not going to get into like a sob story, because at the end of the day this has happened and we need to move on from this. So this car saved my life, and that sounds really of a big broad thing to say, but I wouldn't have wanted to be in the Mini. I would not have wanted to be in a Volkswagen. I don't really drive many modern cars to know if I can trust them. This car handled that speed of impact tremendously well, to the point I cannot believe why anyone else wouldn't drive a Volvo. They pioneer safety, and this is nearly 28 years old, and it has proved that even all that time, these apparently expire. That definitely didn't expire. That worked, and the fact that it still drives is mind-boggling. Really is. Right, so thank you very much for watching this video. Like I say, I'm not trying to get sympathy from anyone, but I've gone quiet. Various aspects of stuff, like I say, going on in my life, but this has been the main reason. It has completely knocked me for 6, and yeah, it is awful to look at this car. So it got recovered here. You'll see it in the next video, hopefully. I might bring you guys along if you're interested in seeing us. We're going to start taking it apart, assessing the damage, because I feel like that's something we should definitely do. I'm interested to see if the structure of this car and stuff like that, and I'll know more from what's happened after there. But yeah, she's going to help a few other cars on the road. Unfortunately, a lot of the things that would be savable, like usable, like lights and stuff, they're all smashed up. But if you need anything, like I say, let me know. I just want this car to help some others now. This is the best thing for the motoring world. But we still had so many adventures to go on this car. I wanted to go to Gothenburg to the Volvo museum in it. So we best be getting the Volvo Amazon done, because that's what we'll be going in. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Please comment away down below. Like I say, if there's anything you need, or if you've been through any of this, have you had trouble with insurance and stuff like that. Like I say, I'm all legit above board with my insurance. I always get the best policies I possibly can for my cars and the most protected ones. But the actual general customer service and how I've been treated, I cannot believe people treat human beings that have just been for accidents like this. I mean, this is probably a light accident compared to what some people go through, but I cannot believe people get treated like that. So that's why it's, yeah, I'm gonna go. So remember to subscribe to the channel, check out our sponsors, everything is in the link description below for them. You've got Minimine and you've got Frost. There's discount codes for all of them in there, so please go check them out. We're gonna move on, we're gonna come out stronger because you learn from a lot of things. And it's, yeah. What a mess. Catch you soon, guys. I hope you're all safe and well.